All right, guys, for this section here is the Neolithic and pre-dynastic China. Before we get started on this, I did realize when I was looking over some of the assignments, which, by the way, Jimena and Eduardo were the only ones to complete the first section, in the geography of ancient China. I noticed that at the very bottom there was one that was missing, and I did not notice it, and that's this one here, the lows. It's a thick mantle of fertile soil that could be worked with sticks. So make sure you fill in that one. All right, as a reminder, when you log in, you go to courses, you go to your history class, whether it's 6 with me or with Ms. Hado. So you go to history. At the very bottom, we have ancient China. This new video will come up at the bottom. Let me see if it loads. It'll come up right here. Make sure that you are filling the blanks to all of the assignments right here. All right, let's get started. Let me play this. All right, so we already went through the geography of ancient China. So we have the Neolithic and pre-dynastic China. So what that means is that before there were dynasties, so, you know, the big groups of people that were in power that went down from like father to son. So pre-dynasties is before that happened. They had cultures and they had like little civilizations, but they did not or have not created full-on societies. They don't have a social structure. They don't have a lot of the things that, you know, cities have become, or the ones that we've been learning about. So it's kind of like Stone Age area. So they were just like creating some technology. They're just creating some of these pottery and artwork. So we have the Yangshao and Lungshan cultures were the earliest to develop along the Yellow River. So we've talked about before the importance of having water. Why do we, you know, create some of these cultures and civilizations? Why did they create it by rivers? You know, like they need waters for like to drink. They need water for farming and crops and animals. So we've already gone over the importances of living or having those cultures next to a yellow river. So that is why, you know, they settled by the Yellow River. Agricultural societies developed surpluses that led to larger populations. So I know that these words, they are big words, and pretty much what that means is that because they were living by the Yellow River, the water of the Yellow River, it helped them, you know, create or maintain crops and have more food. And because they were able to produce a surplus, which means more than enough food, because they were able to have more than enough food, their populations grew. So we have, you know, we have a lot of food. We can have like more children and have like bigger families. So their population, it increased and got bigger. Animal domestication: dogs, pigs, goats, horses, chickens. So before, especially when we're talking about like the hominids, they didn't own their own animals. They just pretty much went out and hunted. So animal domestication is when they're able to just have them with them, whether it's like, I don't want to say caged up, but in a small area just for them. I know for like dogs, we domesticate dogs. We have pets, right? We have dogs, we have cats, we have, you know, some people have lizards. So those are home pets that, you know, you take care of. They're in a specific place where you're able to care for them. In farms have chickens, farms have goats, they have horses, they have pigs for completely different reasons. Pigs, sadly, if you're not vegetarian, that turns into ham and it turns into like bacon. Goats, you know, there's goat milk, there's goat cheese. Some people eat goat. Some of you have had probably like birria, and some of that birria is a chivo, that's goat. Horses, you know, you don't necessarily eat horses, but horses help with the agriculture, the farming, and like getting from one place to another. They help in some way. Chicken, we eat chicken, or most of us eat chicken. I know for cows too. Cows, yes, we eat cows, and then like there's some people just have them for like the cow milk. So that is part of animal domestication, where you use those animals for something, for a specific reason. Evidence of advanced specialization. What that means is that there are people who advanced in something. So some examples are pottery making.